What's up, guys? Bass Boys here. Today I think we're probably gonna get on some crappies here, hopefully, and well, I'm gonna show you an easy way to catch them. And yeah, let's in the spot here. Been to this spot before. What I'm gonna be using today is this simple 1-inch Gulp minnow. Got it in my little jar here. Let's get one of these. Okay, so real simple setup here. Super simple. It's a 1/32-ounce jig head there. It's a nice light jig head. We got that 1-inch Gulp. I like these style hooks. And you get yourself with a split shot. It's just kind of a big one. The reason for that is I have a bobber. It's kind of a big bobber because it has a light. It's got a thing to light it up at night. And my setup here is the Panfish series. This is a 7'3" medium light rod. I've been using this one a lot for using on a bobber a lot. And then the longer rod, you know, 7'3", it helps cast and I don't know, you get good hook sets with it. But I also did bring my Ultralight today, which is the exact same rod, just in an Ultralight and much shorter. Maybe we'll try that out if we're not having any luck with the bobber. And then my line I'm using is, I think it's 8-pound fluoro. And then a Cast King Megatron reel. So yeah, this is a real simple way to catch crappie, and I think we're going to today. We were over here not too long ago, maybe, I believe in November, a couple months, or a few months. So we're almost at the end of March. But I came here before everything froze up, because we had an early ice season to start. So I came here before everything froze a couple times, and we caught like a good 20 to 30 crappies. That was between me and Ryan. I think we both got like around, 15 a piece. But yeah, they're not like anything special with the size or anything. They're real small. They're like the size of my hand. Sometimes you get lucky. You might get a decent one. But we were catching them, and that's the whole point. It'd be nice if they were bigger. But yeah, this is real simple. You just basically cast it out there. Twitch it a bit, every now and then. Give it a twitch. Especially when you see something bump it, and maybe it doesn't hit it, doesn't take it down right away. You give it a couple twitches, and that might trigger the crappie to bite. Now, obviously, you could do this with a bunch of different baits. You could do this with bobby garlands. You could do this with live minnows. But the Gulp minnow, I don't know, I like to use something small. But I'm sure that depending on the time of the year, go a little bit bigger. Or if you got big crappie, obviously you can go bigger. The 1-inch shot, the Gulp minnows, they got that juice on them. That could honestly be the reason why they like them so much. But who knows? I think it does for some reason. The Gulp stuff, because it has nothing really smells like it. Even though it washes off probably pretty quickly once it's in the water, the scent. So far though, been here for like 5 minutes. We haven't had a bite just yet. It's been pretty warm this past week, couple weeks actually. But today it looks like we're going in for kind of a change. It actually snowed like 3 inches yesterday night till the morning, so we got like 3 inches, but it's pretty much all melted. Because now it's in the 40s, 45, sunny, a little bit windy. So it's not going to be like the last few days out here fishing where it was pretty warm. So hopefully that isn't going to affect any kind of bite that we can get, but that's possible since it got cold again. Bite might have died or something, but I don't know. I don't know about, March. The water's cold anyway. Put my bobber a little more shallow. This pond ain't that deep. I don't think it's very deep. I think the max depth somewhere around 10 feet. I would have ice fished here, but supposedly don't think you're allowed to. I definitely would have came here at least once or twice. Because even though it's a lot of small crappie, seems like it's micro crappie. Maybe, but it would have been fun to maybe come out here and probably catch them. But there is a sign though that says no ice fishing, and looked on their website. This is like a park. I guess they don't allow it because there's they say that there's water flowing underneath some in spots, I guess. Not like a spring or anything, but I think water, maybe some pipes or something, I don't know. They have like a pipe thing over there, and it's like draining water into the pond. So yeah, couldn't ice fish here, unfortunately, but ice fishing's over with. I think there's a ton of crappie in this pond too, because they're all, like I said, they're small. That's usually a sign that there's too many. It's kind of been like that for a long time. They don't really seem to grow much. Usually though, I'd come here me and Ryan would come here to fish for channel cats. It's typically pretty good. We got some decent sized ones in here. They seem to grow pretty good here. Gonna have to give that an attempt soon. See if we can get on any channel cats. I'd be surprised though if we don't get nothing here today, even with the cold front. I think we should be able to get on. We should be able to get on something. Just shut my camera off, but I think we do have. Finally got a bite, I think. Kind of far out. Let's do a twitch there. Looked like it was gliding sideways. Going against the wind. Yeah, so there's no way. Definitely was something. No, it's just kind of sitting there. Well, nothing seems to be going on shallow, so let's try putting this bobber deeper. Let's try putting it much deeper. Been standing here for about 40 minutes with nothing at all. Try that. It's probably about 6 foot. Maybe 6 foot, maybe like 5.5. Okay, well I think we're actually gonna move. We're gonna move down our left a little bit. If we haven't gotten really anything till now here, probably best to move. I think today I may actually go on a little exploring here rather than just sit around in this area. I think we're gonna go to that point out there. At least I got the sun over here to warm me up a bit. I guess we'll continue to use the bobber, the Gulp. Eventually I'm going to have to try the Ultralight. How deep is it here? No idea. Let's see if I can stand in here. I don't really want to stand in there. Try out here. It's a lot better with the sun shining on me here. Well, we're getting on the move again. Oh, Jesus. Come on. I'm going to try to pair this Gulp with a crappie nibble here. Shoot, almost dumped him on the ground. So usually fish with these nibbles really. I don't really ever tend to need them. Let's see if it makes any difference. Where's it? Oh, here we are. Find myself back at this spot again. It's usually how it goes. We got something, I think. It's definitely a crappie. There we go. Everett is fighting pretty good. Yeah. Fighting decent. Well, there's one crappie. Maybe they're gonna bite. That's actually bigger than the size I usually catch here. And that ain't that big, but it's a crappie. That's what we're after. So maybe they're here. I was standing over here for a good hour to start. I didn't get nothing, so you know, we've been here for 5 minutes maybe. Some crap on my lens. Alright. Let's put it back out there. Here we go. Got another one in that same spot. I lowered my bobber down a bit too. Shallower. We got another one. Crappie number 2. 4th one of the year. Total. I might have to hit that spot. For some reason they like that area. Just all depends on where they're at any given time. They definitely change over in this corner. They go from one spot to the next spot. It's usually all in this area though. I don't think I'm in that right spot, like, because they're like in 1 square foot. You gotta hit that 1 square foot. Let's throw one of those nibbles on there again. Man, my hands are freezing. Yeah, that's nice. Just what I need. Drop the lid in the water. There we go. We got number 3. It's about to take it. Come on. Twitch right there. He took it. Did I get him? Don't think so. Damn, man. I just did a terrible cast. Not the time to be missing them, that's for sure. Really wish I would have brought some gloves. Yeah, can't believe I missed that. It was down too. And the nibble stayed on somehow too. There we go. Tap. I'm gonna get this one. He ain't getting away. Nope, he ain't. Got number 3. Crappie number 3. All about that size. I'm just grinding out some fish here. I was gonna leave. I wasn't even gonna come back to this spot. I was just gonna go. Now we gotta stay. Oh, my feet are freezing. I got water in my right wader because it leaks inside. Gonna have to get another pair. Whenever I hear those birds that make that noise, I know we're getting close to good fishing. Those are the birds that try to attack you too. They always fly around your head. Somehow balance on like a freaking tiny twig. Gotta be kidding me. I feel like the only piece of seaweed floating in the water. Hooks onto my line. Alright. I gotta call it. Make sure to take the Gulp minnow off so it doesn't harden onto the hook. While making the outro here in the truck, I was getting freezing out there. My hands were not operating anymore, so I had to get into the warm truck here so I can move my hands around. But yeah, first time over here at the this pond over here this season, and we caught 3 crappies. It's a lot less than what I caught here the last time before the ice season. We got like 30 or something between me and Ryan, so that's wouldn't be such a great day here. But it's March, water's warming up slowly. It's still in the 40s, so the fishing's gonna be slow. But at least this year it seems to be better than it's better than it usually is. I've already caught some decent fish this year, so that's good. But yeah, not too good of a day, but every day's not gonna be great. So yeah, I use that bobber with you know, little jig on the Gulp. Seems to be a pretty good setup for crappie. It's especially when it's like, you know, the water's colder. I mean, I could have used the Ultralight and maybe got them, but to have something sitting there stationary with a bobber on a Gulp usually works pretty well. and paired with a crappie nibble, which I don't use those very often. Not too much of a believer in those, but I know a lot of people use them and they work pretty good. But I mean, I know I can get them with just that Gulp. So yeah, simple setup to use. It's easy. As long as there's crappies in the water where you're fishing, you're gonna catch them with that. So yeah, anyways, if you guys liked the video, if you wouldn't mind, hit that like button, subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.